Thank you. The 2020 general election is less than a month away, and today is the last day to register to vote in Arizona. You can do so online or in person. The Pima County Recorder's Office will be open late today. If you still need to register, both the downtown and east side offices will be open until 10 o'clock tonight, giving you plenty of time to go out and register, right? This morning, we're bringing you the story of somebody named Maggie Bozeman, a woman known as an unsung hero in the fight for voting and civil rights. 9 on Your Side's Taja Davis met with her daughter, who now resides in Tucson.
Maggie Bozeman was an elementary school teacher, but also a civil rights and voting rights activist in Perkins County, Alabama. Her daughter, now residing in Tucson, tells me Bozeman made it her life's work to educate people of color on the importance of voting. In 1979, Maggie Bozeman registered many to vote in preparation for a major general election, wanting to make sure people of color's voices were heard.
The local infrastructure began to investigate my mother and Miss Julia Wilder. They said that they cast absentee ballots against the voters' knowledge. That was one count. They said that they voted more than once. That was another count. And mainly voter fraud. They arrested my mother at school in front of her students, and she was taken away to jail.
Bozeman and Wilder were later convicted, sentenced to 4 and 5 years of prison. But with the backing of the NAACP and the National Education Association, they only served 15 days.
There were stipulations. She was not allowed to return back to our home county, nor she was allowed to vote. So they lost their right to vote, helping others.
She says Bozeman testified in front of Senator Henry Hyde. Hyde later voted to extend the Voting Rights Act, which did happen under the Reagan administration.
So my mother's hidden story played a major impact on voting rights.
Bozeman Nickens was a senior in high school, about to attend Howard University during this time, old enough to understand why and how her mother's case was important.
I marched on behalf of my mother's injustice incarceration. I spoke in front of thousands of protesters for the right to vote in my mother's situation. So my passion is not only because of her situation, which I experienced, but I understand what people have gone through in order to make it happen, in order for that democratic right.
And that democratic right is what Bozeman Nickens says a lot of people take for granted. She felt compelled to tell her mother's story again so people understand voting is a privilege and to spread the importance of what people did for that right to vote. Taja Davis, KGUN 9 on your side.